Welcome to the Tomsriver Show. Pat O'Melia here, and I'll be your host for the Tomsriver Show for the foreseeable future. Who is Pat O'Melia, and why is he hosting the Tomsriver Show? Well, first off, I'm from Jersey City. I am the president of the Hudson Media Group. We produce governmental and medical television shows. If you go to our website, HMG TV Shows, you'll see a lot of our programs, from council people to civic shows to medical shows to police shows at County at Large. We're pretty diverse. We also have another studio in Seaside Heights, Ready to Roll Studios, where I'm filming this show. Got this coffee from Babes down here. Now, the Tomsriver Show started about a year and a half ago. Mayor Kelleher was the host, and we had some sub-hosts here and there, but I felt the show needed a permanent host. And I'm very interested in Ocean County, Tomsriver, and Seaside Heights in particular. For that matter, my daughters just purchased a home in Seaside Heights. We needed a host. I have some experience. I started in radio with the Jersey City Talking Show and the Hudson County Talking Show, and we migrated over to television back in 2004. The longest running show we have is the Jersey City Show, which should be familiar to many people in Tomsriver because most of you are all from Jersey City. It's like the gene pool there. I've hosted that show since 2004. It airs weekly. We do it live on Tuesdays at noontime, and on Thursdays, we do the Hudson County version of it. Again, that's live. And all our shows air on Comcast Cable and Altice, which is the old Cablevision. We stream them on livestream.com. You can watch them on YouTube. You can watch them on Facebook. You can watch them on Apple TV, Roku, Google Chrome. We have good distribution. Now, I cut my teeth in media first when I started in radio. I covered professional wrestling. Then I moved over to politics, which is pretty similar, just that wrestlers have better costumes. And we worked heavily with civics with the Jersey City Talking Show. It was a live show, 1 hour call-in show, and people would call with problems related to potholes, garbage pickups, property taxes, city services, the married aspect of municipal government. And we would work with the mayor. At that time was Brett Schundler, was the mayor of Jersey City. You may remember him. He was part of the Chris Christie's education team until he got ricocheted out of there. And we would work with Brett Schundler and worked with all the department heads. If somebody called about potholes, we would get in touch with DPW. If there was an issue with seniors, I'm very big with seniors and the disabled. There's nothing I won't do to help them. Health and Human Services, if there were county issues, I'm from Hudson County. We would go to the county of Hudson and take care of whatever that issue is. And we're very good with consumer issues. That's the power of the camera. It's amazing how companies react when you have a camera there. Recently, we had a situation with a roofer we took care of. Very recently, we have a situation with an oil delivery company and furnace maintenance. We'll be talking about that more on the Jersey City Show. For that matter, to assist this company, I may take over doing their complaint department. I want to know all the problems with this oil delivery company and furnace maintenance. I've had some experience with them in the past, but I want to talk to the president of the company first. But these are the kind of things we do. Now, the Tomsriver Show airs here in Tomsriver Mondays at 6 p.m., Comcast Channel 190, and Saturdays at 10 a.m. And for the last 6-7 years, I've been hosting the Shore Show that films live on the boardwalk in Seaside Heights. And that airs every Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And the idea of the Shore Show is to promote tourism. Seaside Heights is an economic engine for the state of New Jersey, in particular for Ocean County and Tomsriver. Tomsriver will be as strong as Seaside Heights. People come through Tomsriver to go to Seaside Heights. The more we can do to promote Seaside Heights, the better off we are. You have a new administration there with Mayor Tony Boz. He is changing the reputation of Seaside Heights. He's changing the culture to family. He's getting away from Seaside Heights, and he's doing a very good job of it. But that matters. One of the reasons I endorse my children buying a home here in Seaside Heights, because of the efforts of Mayor Boz and his team. I've dealt with Mayor Kelleher many times. I hope to deal with him through the series of Tom's River shows, and I intend on doing this show every week. Now, we may even drop the Tom's River show regionally here on Wednesdays at 6 o'clock to get as much exposure as we can get. If you have problems, you have questions, you have story ideas, do not hesitate to reach out for me. You can go to HMG TV shows, go to the contact, send me an email. I answer all my emails. Or you can tweet us at JC Hudson Media. You'll see this stuff scrolling around on the bottom of the screen. We are here to help the people of Tom's River, Seaside Heights, and the surrounding communities. We're going to break for commercial. We'll be right back. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Meineke Car Care, Jersey City, 2 locations, 700 Tunley Avenue, half-mile north of County Road, 1613 Kennedy Boulevard, just north of Bayonne. Meineke, bumper-to-bumper car care, brakes, exhaust, oil change, diagnostic, wheel alignment, batteries, CV joints, shocks, and so much more. First-rate service at a price you can afford. All major cards accepted. Apply for a Meineke card. Meineke, Jersey City. Stop by, let Sammy check your brakes for free. All right, we're back, baby. You're watching the Tom's River Show. Pat O'Melia here. I'm from Jersey City. I'll be hosting your show. But everybody from Tom's River, Ocean County, is pretty much from Jersey City. It's the gene pool. I don't need 6 degrees of separation to find the Jersey City connection. When I'm talking to people in Ocean County, Tom's River, it's usually 2 degrees. Yeah, I can almost get Jersey City in 3 questions. Now, as I said earlier, the Tom's River Show is going to be a show for the town of Tom's River. We're going to talk politics. We're going to be heavy on business. I want to promote businesses. You want to bring down property taxes, which we're going to get to the politics of Tom's River. Business. You want to cut crime? Business. Now, it's very similar, Tom's River, to my flagship show, the Jersey City Show. Jersey City, much larger town, of course, but the problems are very similar. From development issues, overdevelopment, we have a lot of that in Jersey City. We were kind of embracing it, but I think that is starting to turn. I know in Tom's River there's a big concern about overdevelopment. Civics. I am Mr. Civics. If you have civic issues, you got civic events, please go to the HMG TV shows. Tell me what you got going on. I will promote it. We'll put it on the Twitter. We'll put it on our YouTube. We'll put it on our Facebook. We'll put it, of course, on the television shows. We will do all we can. If you have issues, like I said, you got problems in Tom's River, and you're at your wit's end, get in touch with me. I'm good at getting past that wit's end. What we're gonna do, I wanted to bring Tom Kelleher in, Mayor Kelleher, one of our first interviews with me hosting the show. And I'm going to do some of the Tom's River segments from the other studio. We have another studio in North Jersey, in North Bergen. And there we bring people in via the computer, as long as they got their webcam. I had recently hosted a telethon for the victims of hurricane victims, Hurricane Harvey, and Tom Kelleher came in to raise funds. We brought him in via the webcam. We had a group of various politicians. Senate President Steve Sweeney, great guy, been on my show here in Seaside Heights. Big boardwalk guy, Steve Sweeney. You got a new governor coming in. We'll talk about that a little bit in the other segments. Steve Sweeney's the kind of person I can reach out if we need help in Tom's River, Seaside Heights. I want to bring the mayor in on a regular basis. I want to bring in the chief of the police here. We want to promote the police as much as possible. I want you to know what the police department is doing on a regular basis. Again, in Jersey City, I bring in Jim Shea. He is the director of public safety. He is our top cop in Jersey City. I bring him in via the webcams. DPW. I want the director from DPW on the show on a regular basis, once a month or so. Tell us what he is doing, what he's doing with road paving, what he's doing with park maintenance, what he's doing with painting program, whatever you're paying for as property owners and renters in Tom's River, and a lot of your money goes to that. You want to know how your dollars are being spent. And when I go about promoting the town of Tom's River, part of that is explaining what these people are doing on a weekly basis. They're not sitting in their office. We want to make sure, and you want to make sure, they're out there doing their job. Health and Human Services, like I said before, I am big on seniors and people with disabilities. In Jersey City, I'm working on a project now with senior centers with the mayor of Jersey City, Stephen Fulop. These are the kind of things I want to get involved here. If you don't think you're getting all the services you're entitled to, reach out for me again. I'll talk to Mayor Kelleher. I'll talk to the County of Ocean. I'll talk to the freeholder director, Joe Picari. I'll get into this a little bit when we get into the politics. There is no better freeholder than Joe Picari. He is the flag waver for Ocean County. He is Mr. Ocean County. If there's an issue with Ocean County, I'm sure I can get the attention it needs through Joe Picari. I want to bring the various Tom's River department heads. And I look at Tom's River and Seaside almost as one entity. And I'll be doing the same thing. I'll bring Ramboli in to DPW. He does a great job here in Seaside Heights. Try to find a pothole in Seaside Heights. Now, I realize, it's a different size population, but everything's relative. Seaside Heights has so much budget. Tom's River has so much budget. But if you took the budgets divided by square miles, there's where everything becomes relative. And they do a good job here, and they should do a good job in Tom's River. These are the things I'm going to bring to you with the Tom's River Show. And we're going to be very serious with this. Like I said, we're going to do this weekly. When I go back to the North Bergen studio, I'm going to reach out for various department heads. I want to bring in the business directors from the BID. I want to know how they're going about recruiting corporations and businesses to come to Tom's River. When I come down Route 37, there are many, many, many vacancies. Shouldn't be many, many vacancies. We should be bringing in businesses, assisting them to start businesses, transferring whatever we need to do to get those stores. The more business you can bring to Tom's River, the better it will be. Again, brings me to Seaside Heights. The better Seaside is, the better Tom's River will be. The more I can get people coming to Seaside Heights, coming over those bridges, coming down Route 37, the better it is for Tom's River. So, one hand washes the other there. So these are the things I'm going to be talking about with the directors and the mayors of Tom's River and Seaside Heights. I want to know what the Business Improvement District is doing. I want to know what events are going on. I want to know what happens, because if I know, you know, and that's what's important. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'm Pat O'Melia. I'll be right back.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office space and an address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment. Adjacent to all modes of transportation. On-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. 201-521-9000 or visit on the web at panapintoproperties.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend. Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
All right, we're back. You're watching the Tom's River Show. Hopefully I'll get some Tom's River advertisers going here. You see a lot of my Jersey City stuff. Burns Brothers does headstones and monuments. John deals with the entire, John Burns, friend of mine, he deals with the entire state, all cemeteries, and they do all the engraving. There's no middlemen. with Burns Brothers Monuments and Memorials. You go to Burns Brothers, they do the engraving right there, and it's craftsmanship, like it says in the commercial. I believe it says craftsmanship that will last an eternity. Tomsriver GOP took a spanking in the last election. They lost 3 of the 4 council seats. There only Maria Maruca, who is a friend of mine. Maria is one of the reasons I started filming in Seaside Heights years and years ago when we started the Shore Show, where we film on a Franklin Street stage right on the boardwalk. And that show airs every Wednesday, 6 o'clock. Right now it's going into hiatus. We'll probably run the Tomsriver Show in there. For years and years and years, Tomsriver, Ocean County, Republican stronghold. You can count on it. Keep in mind, Gardano, I think Kim Gardano did about 70% of the vote in Ocean County. But Tomsriver lost 3 seats to Democrats. And I think the last time a Democrat was a council person in Tomsriver was like 10, 12 years ago. And it was like a blip on the screen. Well, ain't no blip no more. Times are changing. Now, the 3 Democrats that took the seats, Democrats didn't vote them in. That was Republicans. A large percentage of Tomsriver are aggravated with how things are running. You know, as I understand it, in Tomsriver, the property taxes have more than doubled in the last 10 years. They're still reasonable when you compare it to other parts of New Jersey. I think Tomsriver is probably somewhere near the bottom third property tax line. Well, they're lower than most. Jersey City, where I come from, Hudson County, where you all originally did, or your parents originally did, extremely expensive there. Not the most in the state, but extremely expensive. And we're going through a revow right now. So things are going to get very expensive in Jersey City. The main reason, as I understand it, that 3 Democrats are now going to serve on the Tomsriver Council is overdevelopment. Overdevelopment is a big issue. It's a big issue at home with me in Jersey City. And, you know, we really didn't care. I'm not sure we're really against it yet because we're giving out abatements. We want to develop, if you remember Journal Square, we want like 40, 50-story towers there. We're trying to replicate New York City in Jersey City. People from Brooklyn and Staten Island and Queens, they're moving to Jersey City. And instead of assimilating and becoming part of the community, they kind of want to create what they escaped from in New York. So there's some tension there, and there is a very strong overdevelopment issue in Jersey City. But that's one of the problems you have in Tomsriver, overdevelopment. Property taxes, like I said, I understand they've doubled in the last 10 years. Now, I would like to talk to Mayor Kelleher about that, but we'll get Tom Kelleher, who, by the way, is a Jersey City guy. Good guy, did a tremendous career, well-versed in all municipality, prosecutor, well-educated, graduate of St. Peter's College, which is now a university. Is the GOP weakened in Tomsriver and Ocean County? I believe so. Even though Gardano took 60% statewide for the statewide elections, and the state senators and the assembly people all won, on the local level, things have changed. So, yeah, I know George Gilmore has had some business issues. He hasn't been concentrating as much as he could on the GOP locally. But like I said, you know, people are talking, well, they got Democrats. Democrats didn't vote these 4 new council people into office. It was Republicans who voted them. So there's issues with Tomsriver that need to be addressed. But really, there's blood in the water. And that's what the Democrats see. Even in Monmouth County, Jen Beck, who is one of the most respected state senators, lost a seat to Vin Gopal. And that's Jen Beck. That's a big name there. Times are changing. People, we're the most highest tax state in the United States. Property taxes are a big issue. And people are looking and saying, well, we need some answers. Now, the shadow of Chris Christie. Now, listen, I agree with most of what Chris Christie did. If it hadn't happened with the GW Bridge, it would be a different story for the Republican. Was there an aspect of Chris Christie's shadow in Tomsriver losing those 3 seats? I doubt that. Like I said, Kim Gardano, and there's no Trump factor in there. This is all politics are local. All politics are local. And that's what happened here. It's not a population shift from North Jersey, Democrats coming down. These are Republicans that voted for the Democrats. Now, like I said, there's blood in the water. Believe me, Wyatt Earp, the head of the Ocean County Democratic Party, is rubbing his hands together. Next up is the Freeholder Board. And I'm going to tell you something, the Freeholder Board, they need to change their attitude. For years, we would try to bring the freeholders in to the Tomsriver Show, the OC, which is another show I produce, the Ocean County Show, or the Shore Show. None of the freeholders, with the exception of Joe Picari, would come, because there's always some cloud that's over most of them. That's got to change, or they're next. And their elections are every 2 years. They need to change. The people of Tomsriver, they want answers. They want good government. And I think a lot of what has to happen going forward, you have to put the property owners first. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Tomsriver Show. We'll be right back. The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to NewportNJ.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. NewportNJ.com. Newport. Live like you want.
We're back. Pat O'Melia here, Tomsriver Show. We're doing this show because you're a concerned Tomsriver resident, or Seaside Heights resident, or an Ocean County resident. You're concerned. That's why you're watching the show, and I hope you continue to watch it each week. Like I said, there was a spanking given to the GOP in Tomsriver. And now they got to sit back, lick their wounds, and figure what do we need to do moving forward. Shared services. Boy, I tell you, that's something we've been kicking around for years. How can we go with shared service? When you look at New Jersey, I think there's 532 municipalities in the state. That's a lot of municipalities. All have their own pensions and their chief of police and their fire department and their school districts and their DPWs. Oh, there's 530 some odd of those. That's a lot. That's why shared services is probably the best way to go to bring down expenses. Tomsriver, the big kahuna in Ocean County, needs to work closer with Ocean County. Because, it's like you have two forms of government there, and there's a lot of redundancy there. There's redundancy in almost every aspect. From health and human services, county has that. County has police. Tomsriver has police. There's Tomsriver Road Repair. There's Ocean County DPW. There is a lot of duplication. Now, do you have to, combine everything? No. But you do pay a lot for county taxes, so you should probably get more money. And, the thing with, that's a county road, we're only going to work on county roads. I know in Jersey City, Mayor Fulop and County Exec Tom DeGeese and the other 11 kings, there's 12 kings in Hudson County, or 12 mayors. And there are some superpower mayors in Hudson County. Nicholas Sacco from North Bergen, Brian Stack in Union City, the rock star, Steve Fulop in Jersey City. And they're looking to get more and more out of the county for services to cut the expenses for the property owners and taxpayers in Jersey City. That needs to be done. Stephen Fulop, the mayor of Jersey City, is big on private and municipal partnerships. If there's something a private entity can do to help the city, Steve Fulop is in on it. He cut the expenses down, cut the expenses. The less manpower we need in Jersey City, the less they need to raise your taxes. These are the things. In Ocean County, you got to look closely at your zoning. You got to make your Ocean County, Tomsriver, you have to make your zoning bulletproof. There's an overdevelopment issue. and that's a real concern. You know, if you want a heavy population, you want a lot of development, you can move north. A lot of people from the north move down here into Ocean County and Tom's River. That's why I say the gene pool is, and most people in Tom's River are from Jersey City. I go to the Tom's River ShopRite. I start talking to people. Isn't too long in a conversation, Jersey City pops up. They don't want the overdevelopment. That's why you have 3 Democrats on the Tom's River Council now. They don't want that. So you've got to look at this zoning and make it bulletproof that it can take any legal challenges, because you don't want it to come out as spot zoning, but you don't want to lose control. And be careful with abatements. I'm not sure how much abatements are an issue in Tom's River, but once you start giving them, it's hard to stop, because you don't give an abatement to this person, this entity, the next entity comes up and says, well, wait a minute, I can't be competitive because he got an abatement. And it almost just starts snowballing that you can't stop it. You got to address the ratables that are still off the books from Sandy. You know, somehow we got to get these ratables back on. You know, again, property taxes in Tom's River went up like double in the last 10 years. I think a lot of that probably happened in the last 5 years, as you lost almost a third of your ratables to Sandy. Somehow we got to get that property back up. And again, the town's got to get involved, but a lot of property owners, 5 years out, they're still not in their homes. You know, the town can't sit there and say, oh, you know, that's a problem with the insurance companies and FEMA and all. You got to get more involved. These are residents of Tom's River. These ratables need to get back. You need real corporate recruitment to bring companies down. I'm not talking like Amazon. Jersey City's involved in the Amazon conversation about possibly building a new headquarters. They'll have one in Seattle and one here in Northeast somewhere. There's a lot of, you know, Baltimore's in, Boston's in, Jersey City's in. I don't know if you want to go for a Tom's River. You got it in Robbinsville, and I understand the traffic's a nightmare. But corporate recruitment, if you can bring in some company that's going to create 10 jobs, 15 jobs, that's a lot of jobs. You bring 2 or 3 of them in, now you're at 45, 50 jobs. And this is what you need on 37 and in other parts. That's why I want to talk to the business improvement people out in Tom's River and find out what they're doing. This is the kind of things that you can do that eventually brings down your property taxes, brings down your crime. Now, Tom's River is pretty good at crime, I believe. It's in the top quarter of crime, but in the cities the size of Tom's River, you know, it's less than average. But again, jobs, when people are working, they're less likely to commit crimes. So the more you can create jobs, the better it is for everyone involved. And this is like so important. So these are the things we're going to concentrate and try to get you answers. Well, not even so much answers, to get you what is happening in Tom's River, what the mayor, what the council people, what the department heads, what the police are doing, how your dollars are being spent, so you can appreciate more of what's going in Tom's River. And if you have questions, go to my website, HMG TV Shows, contact me. I'll be more than happy to help. All right, we're out of show. I'm Pat O'Melia, Tom's River Show. You be good, you be safe. Don't forget, contact me if you need. You see all that stuff on the bottom of the screen? You be good, you be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.